Hello again and welcome. This afternoon I thought I would make some ephemera because my supply is getting so low as to be scary. So I'm going to work on these three pockets, and I have, as you see, have used some paper that I got out of a book written in French, which of course is just delish. And I took out some of the pages, and these are quite heavyweight. They're really wonderful and shiny. And I also removed the illustrations, the mosaics from this book, and I might or might not use those, but I definitely enjoyed using these papers, and I have done some stitching on them. You can see here, it shows a little bit better from the back. I've done some stitching, and I've used my ground espresso, vintage photo, and walnut stain on the edges. I've also decided that I want to use some of the Tim Holtz floral collage paper from my stash. And, well, there's just no time like the present to get going. So, I'm going to put down the glue stick right on the pocket, and apply this right to the piece. I'm going to save a step because I have to be honest, I'm a bit desperate. This ephemera situation is not good. I've gotten my Amazon shipment of Yoo-hoo glue stick in, and I'm happy to have that. I don't find them that it's easy to find them in Jacksonville. Sometimes you see them in AC Moore and sometimes not, and some of the others just don't have them at all. So I decided to have them delivered, which is a little silly to have such a big package for a few glue sticks, but then I know that I have them, and I've tried other things, and I keep coming back to Yoo-hoo, so I guess I just feel safest with it. I need it up here. There we go. So there is a little bit of background floral on that one. And oh my, isn't this pretty? Well, it's probably true that I've really never seen a floral that I didn't like. So, oh yes. I don't know what's going to happen after this, but that makes me quite happy. So let's go over here. Just a little bit up here. Very nice. And let's see what comes next. want that one or this one? I think that one. Yes. Right, very nice. I like that bit of script. Well, just a little bit of flowers for a start. And what up at the top? Is there anything that I might want that's here? No? No, let's not gild the lily, Carol. All right. I found in my buff pieces, ephemera, I found these when I looked underneath, and I think that these might look quite nice. These are bits and pieces of leftover, probably leftover doilies. And try writing your favorite words. Enjoy the comfort of writing. Oh my, if that isn't the very truth. That might be pretty there. And let's see if we can find a strip tack. I'm not sure about a strip tack. Let's see what might be here. No, I guess it was buff for a reason. Well, that works very nicely there. Yes, it does. I'm not too happy with that. Although, well, I'll have to give that a think. Let's see what I can find, if there's anything in here. Let me look in my boxes and let's see if I can find something with a more whitish background. Let's see what might be in here. This one says white ephemera. It's always Christmas when you, oh my, when you go into your, that's pretty, but not quite for this, I don't think. Oh, oh my, oh my, what have we here? What have we here? Uh-oh. Off you go. Isn't that nice? That's great good luck. Yes, absolutely. Let's dig a little bit more deeply because this seems to be a treasure trove. That really is something, isn't it? Let's see. Maybe yes. All right. Let's keep going. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see what we can find here. I always like these corner bits. There we go. That might be one. That might be another. I wish, but not now. Move that up a little bit. Let's see what we can find here. This is my go-to. Print on print we don't need. Well, I think not. Let me go a little bit more deeply into this box that's here, because I just know that there is some potential in here. After I have pillaged in this box, I will be back, and I'll at least have some choices. Well, as you can see, I dumped out my snippet bag and found a few things, but I think I might have found the bones of these pockets. Let's look at this one now. I added this piece out of the snippet bag, a little bit of white lace, and a piece of the of this ribbon, and a piece of my painty paper, which works nicely color-wise with this stamp. So those are the additions there. As you can see, what's going to happen, something has to go up here on each of these. So some yellow for this one, and this, goodness, this was something to try to find a something that tickled me there. This has stayed quite the same, but I did dig around and found that little piece of ribbon, and I think it will work with the color, the darker color here. And although I want one more something here. Anyhow, oh, and this one, oh boy, this one tickled me when I found that. I found this Paris map that has that apricot color. I found this bit of sari ribbon from another project that left over in the snippet bag, and a piece of hand crocheted flower for there, and this color for the stenciling. I think I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to have to stop because it's there. It's about time for me to hit the kitchen. I'm hungry, and dinner is about to overwhelm me. I'm really starting to hear my stomach growling at me. So let's find a small stencil. Right. Now what? Small stencil. Let me have a look at this Tim Holtz flowers, to play up the flowers. I'm thinking I found the little stencil, and the subject is tiny enough. So let's do yellow first. Right. Yes. Tiniest little tiny bit. Just the tiniest bit. Now, in here, just the slightest touch of yellow here. Just a little bit of a yellow statement. And here. And why not? It's going to be covered by the stamp, but we know it's under there. So that's there, and this is here, and that will be there. Mission accomplished. Yes, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And out of the way. Just the tiniest touch. I'm not happy. I think that needs to have just the tiniest little bit of pink in there. I know this is junk journaling and I shouldn't be thinking those thoughts, but I guess it's what I'm about. Well, when all else fails, and I'm too lazy to get up for the palette knife, that do better? A little more. Little more pink. Oh, I know. I know. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Bombs away. So, back home, back up there, here, and crocheted lace. Last but not least. Oh, look what was hiding. Well, 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 well. So now, I'm thinking I'm going to do a little, I think I'm going to do a little of that. Yes. That worked to make me completely happy. Here we go. Okay, I guess that goes there. I'll put it back. Yes, well, I'm still not happy with this section right here. Something, something. Oh my goodness. Something, something. Maybe a little there. Yes. Yes. joy of a little music. This way. There. Now, happiness is. Alrighty. I'll be back after dinner. Yes, I will. All right, Carol, stop. Well, these have had a chance to settle in overnight. I have done my food shopping, and I'm back to work. Let's see now. I'm quite happy with the way that small stencil worked there, but I think it's time now to plunge in and put this ribbon down. I had it up here originally, and I realized, no, Carol, that's hiding those 3 roses. So I'm going to apply this Fabri-Tac to a shorter area than that ribbon. The length of it is because I want to see if I can ruche it. Let's see. Let's keep fingers crossed. Now, if I put this one here and this one here, then when I put it down, I can drag this a little bit. It says in the fine print that I can do that. Just bring that in closer. Let's bring this in closer. Not happy with that one spot right there. Let's just add a tiny bit more glue. Just a tiny bit for right there. There. Well, that was quite determined to do its own business, but I won. Art Journaler won, and Glue 0. So, this is open. Yes, it is. And that one is done, so that will go up there. And now, I don't think I'm going to ruche this one. I think I'm just going to lay it along up here and apply this, and apply this little bit of lace. Sorry, I get stuck in mid-sentence sometimes because my mind runs faster than my words. Okay, let's do this one first. Let's put it over here in case we have a mishap. Sure that that's up above the opening of the pocket. It is. And now now some how much do I need? Okay, I'm going to start there and come to there. I can do that. When all else fails, a little tiny bit of art glitter glue in this delicious fine tip can be just the answer. There we go. Alrighty. Is it open? Everything's working? Yes, it is. And last but not least, pull that too. That's going to go right up there, nicely spread out. Interferes with the pocket opening? No, not at all. And this beautiful design in that silk sari. Isn't that just lovely? Okay. So from the stitching to that leaf. Stitching to the leaf. Let's go. Yes, this is the right side. And I think I want to push this up just a little bit. So, art glitter glue to the rescue. And there is number 3. And these have made me quite happy. And I want to remind you that don't forget that you can mix. It's very easy to mix 2 colors of acrylic in order to get closer to this. In other words, I had some yellow down, and then I had some cantaloupe down and decided it was too orange, which it is, and I added a little bit of the pink quartz. Did better, but not there yet. And then just the tiniest touch of Napa Red, which is, oh, I love that color. If you see it, Deco Art Americana Napa Red. Love it. And so it mixed up and became this, which worked out quite nicely here. So let me put the put the needle in, I'm sorry, the pin in here, and I want to share what I was thinking of on the way home from food shopping, because I do like this paper, and I don't have oodles of it, but this much. So I was thinking that this paper could be cut to make a nice shaped pocket. So what I'm going to do when I finish here is I'm going to do a little fussy cutting on this paper so that I have some opportunities for tucks. And I thought this shape would look so pretty on the side of a page. That's my plan for the next little bit of time. So if you have enjoyed sharing this with me this morning, please consider giving me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I would appreciate your subscribing to my channel. Let's have a close-up look now. I picked this little tiny piece out of my stash because of that little bit of red. Yes, it's probably craziness, but it needed something, and there it was with that little tiny bit of red. So we have the piece and the ruched piece of leftover ribbon here. And that's pocket number 1. Pocket number 2 is this yellow one. And this pretty stamp with this, I love buildings, I love old architecture, and those stamps that I found are just a treat. So I used this piece of my own faux sari ribbon, and this is a piece of my painty paper. That's using, you can see the shine in it, that's using Glimmer Mist by Tattered Angel. So that one, and then I think this one might be my favorite. I'm not sure. This is a map of Paris, a piece of crocheted lace. And I found this because I needed to do something with this area. So I found this again in the goodie bag. And here we have that lovely piece of printed sari. And a little music. And Tim Holtz. So I'm going to get to work now on this paper and this pattern, and I'm going to make some tucks and have a little bit more fun. So I will be back with you soonest. Bye now.